Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to get into some fight rigging, but there's a couple of new cards I really want to try out in here to make fight rigging that much more powerful. So let's go hop in and see what those cards are. Also, a quick note for the record, if y'all didn't see it, you might want to rewind, and if you ain't got one of these sweet shirts, you should probably pick up one. You can get it right here. There's a thing on the bottom on the shelf. You can go ahead and download the shirt, buy the shirt. You don't download it, they'll mail it to you. Anyway, let's talk about cards we're going to be playing today. First things first, we're going to need a bunch of mana creatures. So we're going to be playing Armored Scrapgorger. And not just because this produces mana, but it really is good at removing cards from opponent's graveyard. And there's still a fair amount of Atraxas around. So where you can get away with it, probably should be playing it. Then, of course, we're playing Llanowar Loamspeaker because that's the other half of this, like, 2-mana tandem. And we have a couple of things that cost 4 mana, so going from 2 to 4 could be pretty beneficial. Of course, we're going to be playing 4 fight riggings because, well, that's kind of the goal of playing today's deck. And old standbys you expect to see, like Shakedown Heavy, definitely going to be in here. We are going to be playing Gwenna, because Gwenna makes it easier to cast our big bodies. And remember, Gwenna cares about the power of the creature, not the mana cost. So Gwenna to cast a Shakedown Heavy will untap Gwenna. Same thing on an Archfiend of the Dross. You could use that to play the thing and get extra counters on Gwenna. So that's actually pretty cool too. The new cards, though, we want to look at are Vorinclex, because this gets us more mana and also is really awesome on the backside with us having so many big creatures. It's almost like a walking extra bonus fight rigging, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, we're going to try Yargle and Multani because this is the biggest, dumbest thing we can get with the fight rigging, so why not, right? 18 power. Let's go for it. Other two things we're going to be able to get off our fight riggings are Fleshgorger, because getting a big 7/5 that's hard for your opponent to kill late in the game and all the extra life, awesome. And then also Nissa, because if you get Nissa off of fight rigging, you just get to play it at full size, and then getting to play 8/8s every turn until you're ready to trample, it's pretty good. Otherwise, we're just going to be playing some land, a few removal, should have a fun time with these games. And this is where I'd like to remind you, if you haven't yet, because I can't do it without your support, please remember to like, subscribe, share, join the channel, all that good stuff. And then let's go play some games. Full deck list will be at the end of the video and down in the description below. Just look for the arrows. Alright, we got the mana we wanted. Opponent gets to go first here, though, unfortunately. So that doesn't greatly help us. But, I mean, if we get a third land, maybe the fight rigging does a little something. I don't know, we'll see. Against Black-White, I don't assume this will live. If this dies and we don't get a land, we're in trouble. If we do get a land, then, like, you know, maybe we get to do some things. Alright, it lived, so that's a start. Let's go here. Looks like they're just Black-White Phyrexians, if I were guessing here. Wow, that is a lot of fight riggings. We'll try to put the counter on the Shakedown Heavy. Guess we'll get Vorinclex, because, you know, that's eventually more land. Shakedown Heavy dies? No, it does not die. I guess a sweeper's just coming next turn then. Let's get a Proving Ground and I guess this. Might as well. I'm just like, is there any downside to attacking? I guess there could be a Wandering Emperor, huh? But like, we don't really care. If there is, I mean, we get Vorinclex next turn, so like, whatever. Like, something was gonna die. Might as well be that. Okay, put that in tapped and pass. I mean, we have multiple fight rigging, so I mean, I guess we just keep on keeping on here. Shieldred, we have to sack something. We'll sack this. We only have one card in our graveyard, so that's not really a concern at the moment.
Remember your training.
All right, I guess we start here. Get Nissa. Play a land, go to combat. Get Nissa. Play a big 7/7. Alright, opponent just scoops anyway. So yeah, the idea there was just going to be +1 and play a big ass would have been 8/8. Like, we could attack here, but like, I don't know, we just leave Nissa vulnerable. But I guess Nissa would already have, you'd have to make it bigger. So yeah, maybe we attack 1 into them. It would have been an interesting thing. I mean, the opponent scooped there, so we didn't really have to worry about it. Plus, we had another fight rigging, and if they weren't removing Vorinclex, we were just going to get something else dumb next turn. Alright, I guess we'll go with this. We're going to have to be very careful to try to make this work, I think. Because the spot removal is going to be real tough for us. Alright, at least we found a go for the throat. That'll probably help somewhere along the way here. And cut down incoming. No, Shieldred's Edict. Alright, cool. Though we do have to be aware that edicts also exist here. Alright, they're leaving mana open for removal, obviously, so let's just play this. And then see if we can catch them maybe with the Shieldred next turn. And then we'll try to sneak down a Shakedown Heavy. Archfiend might be the best we could do here. Though another Fight Rigging isn't bad. But we do have to keep in mind, another Fight Rigging on the bottom of the library. Oh, the opponent doesn't have anything. They're just going to come at us for 4 here. Interesting. Well, that's something to note. Alright, well, we know they can't kill this with 1 mana. Alright. Let's see what they got. They're going to pump, draw a card, go to 18. Sure, we'll sack this guy. Because 3 attacks from Archfiend is just going to be it, so sure. And we can kill a sleeper. So yeah, we'll take the hit once. Oh, nice. That may not even be a concern then. Let me tap in a way that... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Arena couldn't really wreck us here, I guess. I'm going to put it here. And then we will end the turn? Yeah. Because now we can just block with the Flesh Gorge if we really want to. I don't think we will. But it's an option. Morbid Opportunist. Alright, we'll kill this before you have a chance to do some shenanigans. I mean, if you draw a card, you're dead. Well, you're dead anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, drawing a card's bad, because you're going to lose 2 here, go to 10. You have to kill, I'm assuming, the Archfiend here. Oh, no. Well, I mean, I guess you can block. That is a thing. Sure, we're just going to attack. Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to, right? I mean, is there a way we lose here? End the turn. My opponent's at 2. I mean, right now, if they make us sack anything, we could just sacrifice Archfiend. If we were worried about the trigger next turn. But I don't see that being a problem. And they have 8. That is Menace. Yeah, sure, I'll just sack this. Because they would now need to gain at least 1. Well, they need to gain at least 2, because either one, and they'd have to have 2 blockers here. So yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. This is reasonable. Like, no fight rigging, nothing special, no huge creatures, but maybe overall this will get it done. Right now, too, it looks like we just probably keep up, go for the throat, then try to shake down heavy if we can. And just figure it out from there. It is kind of weird how it just pops up the picture. Just like, look, there's a ring. And then it goes away. No sound effects or anything. Would have been kind of cool to hear, like, I don't know, some people going at it. Okay, well, it looks like this go for the throats might actually do some work. What do we get to kill? Good news is we have creatures big enough to fight their things. And that's pretty critical here. Alright, let's kill this guy. Interesting. Does that not count as coming into play to trigger this? Oh, I guess if I killed it while this ability is still in the stack, it doesn't count because it's gone. Wow, I hadn't thought about that before. That's kind of interesting. Alright. Well, we have a shakedown heavy. Opponent's got to figure out how to deal with this. Well, apparently they don't. We will mulligan this. We will keep this. And I'm going to make the tough choice of getting rid of old Yargle. And we'll see what's up. Nick Bartowski. Well, that's weird, because that's like a mix of two names. So it wasn't like Nick Wazowski was in the Monsters, Inc. And I believe Chuck Bartowski was the main character from Chuck, the quirky, nerdy TV show. Alright, here's hoping these do something. Loam Speaker did not die. This gets make disappear, because if you didn't kill Loam Speaker, you're not doing anything else, obviously. Yep. Unfortunately, we have another Fight Rigging. Though, I'm wondering if their plan was hoping to... let's tap this for colorless. Maybe counter a creature, and then get to play their Corpse Appraiser. Yeah, sure. That dies. Fair enough. Do we get something cool? You know what? I'm going to get Archfiend here, because there's a good chance they're going to have something like a... Shieldred, and at least we can come over the top. But they didn't even have that. Interesting. Alright, so let's do this for now. Urtai makes sense. We get to draw a card. Hopefully it's a land. It is not. It is a Nissa. Invoke Despair, sure. Man, why did we have to miss lands there? That is rough. It's very tempting to just Nissa here. And then +1. Ah, crap. Cancel that. Cancel that. Because we're going to take a... Well, we're going to take one. Yeah, that's fine. I think we're up against it either way. Just kind of do the little bit we can here. I mean, if it's another Invoke Despair, yeah, alright. I feel like I'm asking for it with this hand, but I'm going to keep it. Oh, against red. I may regret this. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, we do have... Go for a throw. I mean, if we get a land to play a Shakedown heavy next turn, that'll shape what we want to do a little bit, I think. Okay, another Go for the Throat. Man, this is rough. Because we play this, it dies. We end up taking 3, 4, 5. We can't. If I can get a land, so we can get a heavy down, and then get the Flesh Gorger, I'd feel a lot better. Alright. They don't have instants, so they actually don't have it. Now, of course, because I did that, they found the mountain and they'll kill our thing, right? No. So they kept a one-lander here. Interesting. Wow. That's going to open up so many doors that we didn't even think were possible till right now. Yeah, now we're good to go, right? Kids, don't keep one-landers. That's the secret here. I'm just going to do this and get a big life gainer. Yeah. Heck yeah. Get this monster. Attack with this. Alright. And that's going to be game, I'm pretty sure. Even if they get a land now. Yeah. GG's. Don't keep one-landers, folks. Alright, let me be more specific. If you have to mulligan to like 5 or something, and you have that type of hand, keep it. But if you're at 7, for sure, don't. And even at 6, I would find it questionable. That's just going to lead to too many losses. Sure. Let's see how this works out. This is the definition of we need to draw lands. Pretty hard up, or we're going to be way dead. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man, now we need it to be a black land, really, so we can play the Flesh Gorger next turn. But maybe, just maybe, they don't actually have lightning strikes here. Okay, alright. We're still in this. We're still doing some things. Well, triple Gopher Throat, huh? That's a thing. Alright, let's see what's up. Now, the good news is, if they are playing something bigger, it's likely to not be an artifact, and we can kill it with these Gopher Throats. Speaking of which, something like that. Maybe we'll get to kill it before it gets a counter on it. Because that'd be the best thing. They want to move that over and attack, because I will not block if they wanted to. That would be a legit thing. Yeah, let's attack here. Okay, they're not going to do anything there. So now I'm just debating if I want to kill that and leave up something. Look at Arena, too. I'd want to tap our creature, which is silly. Or if I just want to go... Nope, I'm just go for Archfiend. Because then we just fight rigging and just say, like, if you got something, you're going to have to show it to us. I think we can just outrace you. Gopher Throats would have been too defensive there. And it's possible we get a land, we can attack with another 3/3 on top of all this, so... Sure. Actually, I guess we won't be, because... the opponent will, I'm assuming they're going to play at least a creature and have a 4/4 Beast Caller here. Alright, Miglos, which would be able to destroy a fight rigging, right? Remove 3. Okay, so they have to pay 3. So we get 1 shot with fight rigging, so we need it to be good. If they attack, we're not blocking, because that's just a setup, is all that is. Alright, well, it was a land, but not the land we were looking for. Alright. Ooh, we did not get what we wanted. However, that's not bad. Because if we have double Archfiend, and then we use these fight, or go for the throats, they'll take double life loss from these. So that's pretty huge, actually. And I don't know of a way... I guess maybe if they played the thing that would double their power during the attack step would be like the only thing here. But only one could potentially have trample, so I don't think we'd even die to that. Yeah, I think we're in good shape here. They didn't have it. They had a festival. Yep. Alright, we got there. I feel like sometimes we could get away with things on the draw. This is a tough one. This one, bad keep, but I'm keeping it for y'all. You know, I feel like sometimes you got to see what these look like. This can flip into the 3/3 and gets the exile stuff. Alright, cool, cool. We did not find land, so we are desperately going to be looking for land next turn. Or this is going to get real ugly. What happens when that transforms? Exile the top card? Sure. Oh, excellent. Is that till the end of next turn? Okay, so, Tezzeret, incoming. That's a thing we have to know about. Good news, though, if we play Gwenna and they play Tezzeret... Oh, no! Why? Why could that not have been an untapped land? Ugh. Ugh. That was our shot. That was our shot. Damn. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do now. Truly feel like that was like one of our best opportunities. So I'm going to go with this and just see if life gain we could race them. You know, if they're playing mono blue and their goal is to bounce things, I guess I'll just lose life to the Flesh Gorgers, and I guess it's okay. Not sure what else we'd be doing here. You can kill that all you want, opponent. I do not mind. We will just get this. I also like getting a forest anyway, because it, like, plays up the threat that we could have, like, I don't know, Tamio safekeeping or Tyvar stand or something. What are they using Tezzeret for? Nothing seems to indicate that they're doing anything with that mana. I'm so confused. I mean, there's... I don't know. This is... I don't know what's happening. I'm not even joking. I, for real, just don't know what's happening right now. Like, I don't know what my opponent's deck does. There's no artifact Tezzeret. It's just drawing. But then this is making extra mana you can spend on something, but we don't know what something is. Like, yeah, I'm for real just at a loss.
What a pathetic attempt to stop me.
Sure? No Fateful Absence. I mean, not Fateful Absence, but Fading Hopes. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. Alright, so they're spending mana to just do that. Okay, I'll save myself some life loss, I guess. And now what? Might Stone, Weak Stone, sure. So you can draw 2, which they're doing. Still have 3 mana. 2 colorless. Alright. To play a Bank Buster. Alright. The bonus deck's weird. It's like it's doing a lot, but like it's also kind of doing nothing. So I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Also, their name's the Red Mage. How are they the Red Mage but playing all these blue cards? They are definitely not on brand, I'll tell you that. Oh, that's interesting. But we can't, though. We just gotta be here, right? Okay, there's the Fading Hope. Sure. Ooh, both these are good. I guess we just get this, though. And just finish off Tezzeret? I mean, we'll take a pile of damage, but we're gaining some life, so whatever. And we know we're getting a big Flesh Gorger next turn. Alright, another Ledger Shredder. Activating Bank Buster to draw a card. Cast another spell, I'm assuming. At least that feels like a reasonable assumption. Reality Chip. There you go. Now we got some things happening. Now we're starting to see some stuff. Rona. Cool. Alright, opponent's deck's doing some things now. This is pretty sweet. This is the fun part, where I like to see all these cool, unique, interesting decks. But look how different this game is. Like, not having those lands early, and then getting that tap land on the key turn. That was huge. That really changed this game pretty significantly. Okay, now we got to figure out. They left mana up. So what are we worried about here? I'm going to go here. See if they have counters. Oh, I should have attacked first before doing that. Dumb move, dumb move. That was definitely a mistake. Alright, they discarded lands though, so it's not that bad. No need to attack because they could double block. We just end up killing the 2/4. So we can wait. Alright, more of those guys. Draw a card, I'm assuming. No, just Leveler. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Good news, we can actually use that mana to play a Flesh Gorger. Though now we may be wanting to use it to play a... or use this mana to play Nissa at some point. But that ain't cool. Alright. Come on, deck. We need to do things... Well, that's a thing, too. We don't hate that. So, we Yargle Bargle. And then we do this. Man, our opponent, I feel like, should be crushing us. Because our draw was so bad. The way it worked out. But we're still in this. So, you know, I'm not going to give up yet. This won't be enough to do anything. So we just pass. Assuming they're going to kill our Yargle. We could double block a Leveler, maybe? I mean, it gets sketchy if they have, like, another Fading Hope or something. But might still need to try anyway. One's like, we know it could be bad, but we just have to risk it for the biscuit, unfortunately. Oh, that's all they're going with? I guess they're just going to play this dude out of the yard as their game plan? Yeah, okay. I guess we're into it. Why not? And then come back in, get a Flesh Gorger? Alright, you got all that. Sure. Alright, deck, we're trying to do some things. We need some help here. You're not giving us your love and support. All the bank busters. I guess the opponent's just not attacking, though. What is our out here? I don't think we have one. I think we just have to concede. I don't see a way we're really getting out of this, honestly. Pass the turn. Because, I mean, they play Leveler. Leveler's going to kill our 7/7 attack. Kills... Well, I don't know. We'll see. Or 7/5, not a 7/7. Alright. I'm just going to give this to the opponent. I'm, like, yeah. Yes, we'll keep this. And all our hopes and dreams are in our mana creatures. So if they die, we're dead. Math works God. Alright, well. They believe in the maths. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Getting to play against some rogue ninjas, maybe? Because they're playing ninjas, honestly, if we get a land, I don't even know if I'd even want to play Fight Rigging. I might leave mana up just to kill their stuff. Yeah, they didn't even want to play anything there. That's very interesting. Each opponent discards a card. Sure. Probably Nissa. I don't think that's what we're looking for here. That is not going to cut it. Alright. That's unfortunate. Alright. Try to kill it. No cheap ninjas for you, friend. Ugh. Alright. I mean, this probably gets countered. I would counter it, seeing as how I'm stuck on lands. Yep. Makes perfect sense. No attacks. Archfiend. Cool. At least we can kill that guy. Alright, we're still kind of stuck here. More Archfiends. Alright. Go ahead. I mean, at some point, they've got kill spells and/or counters, right? That's what we're looking at?
Stick close and stay quiet, and we'll be fine.
Sure. Can't attack or block until next turn. Sounds great.
Thanks for the help, Pom-Pom-Chan. I
Okay.
logical edge.
Pass the turn. No clue if this is going to make a difference on anything, but we're going to try.
I can run circles around you.
That's Death Touch, so we don't even want to mess with that. That's fine. Here comes a ninja. We'll probably lose our Shakedown Heavy. No, was not that.
I've got the upper hand now.
Okay. So is this really not a ninja deck? Maybe there's something else going on here. Oh, we have to discard. Sure, you can have that. And a Biting Palm. Sure. But they didn't try to sneak in. Wow, I don't know what's happening. This has been such an interesting set of games today. Alright, and there we're going to do this. Ooh, we can go Nissa. Let's do that. Alright. Counter on the heavy. Play a big Nissa. Make a big old body.
I will protect you, Phyrexia, until the invasion begins.
End the turn. And we can just keep making big bodies. We can destroy that little 2/2. And here I'll block and trade now. Like, if they're interested in that, I'm interested in it. Block and trade doesn't sound so bad. Make an 8/8 not attack or block. I mean, that's legit here. Everybody's coming in on old Nissa, huh? Well, I think we're just going to block like this and like this. And yeah, that works for me. Do what you want to do. Is this where a ninja gets to come in? Alright. And then it gets to copy something. Copy a Biting Palm, so it deals 3 to Nissa. Sure. So you're going to deal 4? Nope, but we're going to bounce that to deal 2 more and make a treasure. Alright. That was a very convoluted turn for them to not get very much out of it. I'm not 100% sure that was totally worth it, but here we are. So now you have 2 ninjas in hand, one that can come down and copy a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, make a 5/5, I guess. We could attack Kaito. Trying to decide how much I care. No attacks. I guess we'll just block. Hoping to find another body, really. That's the biggest thing. They could make something not block here. And then get some damage in on Nissa, which would be legit. Alright, 8/8 can't block.
I'll handle this one.
Sure, we'll block here. Then flash in your dude. So you can make something else attacking Nissa. And then Nissa dies. Yep. Makes plenty of sense. See, and this is kind of my problem with ninjas, right? When you get down to it, you're spending all these resources, like the whole turn, to effectively not do very much. Like even here, it was like all that to kill Nissa, you know? Now look, now why would Arena not want to use Gwynai here? Like this is, man, I don't understand Arena sometimes. I say that, but it's hard to program auto-tapping type things for sure. Let's get Zeotor's Proving Ground in a forest. I'm gonna go ahead and play a forest, and we can cycle this, and then we will let this kill this, and then we will just sit back and wait on
Got a bad feeling about this.
these rogues or ninjas. Either way, I don't think they're gonna matter much. But yeah, opponent basically spent 2 whole turns spending 6 mana, bouncing things or whatever, that really didn't do much. I mean, they got a significant creature off the board, and they got rid of Nissa there. And this is why I've had people say, like, reach out and say, hey, what can I do to play a ninja deck? And truthfully, unfortunately, Wizards didn't make Ninja or Samurai very good. They both were subpar, which is unfortunate because I think that would have been the thing to push that set over the top. As if those two creature types were playable, I think people would like that set even more. But now the opponent's got an issue because they know we've got Zerator's Proving Ground, so we've got one card coming. Like, you've got to deal with Vorinclex. You've got to deal with these 8/8s and 5/5s. Their plan here, I guess, is make something not block, but then they only have 2 mana left. Yeah, I feel pretty good about the situation as it is. 2, 4, 5, 6.
All right, little buddy. Let's
7, 8. So we would even be able to use Vorinclex if we wanted to. Well, we don't get to cycle. Darn. Not that concerned about it, let me tell you. And we haven't hit a ton of big things. So hopefully, Vorinclex, you won't miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we would have to use Gwenna. But, alright, whatevs. Seems worth. Let's do it. Yeah, buddy. There you go. There you go. Love to see it. Love to see it. I'm just going to attack you, opponent. We've got tons of things for you to deal with now. Like, do or don't matter to me. Yep. And we get to move, what is it, 7 counters? Yeah, 7 +1/+1s. So we're going to have a big old force ready to do some things. I mean, their best bet is making us not attack with Flesh Gorger. Oh, no, actually, yeah, because we'd just be able to attack over the top. You don't want to do that. Sure, Flesh Gorger's going to block. Like, why wouldn't we? Spend your mana, pick up a dude, make us discard, copy a thing. Alright. Alright.
Thanks for the help, Pon-Pon-Chan.
Yeah, see, this is kind of the thing. Like, you go through all that work, but where are you? You know? You got a big Yargle Bargle. You got it. Yep. Seems like a plan. Opponents at 7. We're just going to attack them with everything. I mean, why would I do anything else here, right? Because this has to be double blocked. So if you double... This is lethal by itself. So if you double block that... Yeah, we just make these big enough to kill off... Actually, I don't even... Oh, I guess I shouldn't have put a counter there, huh? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. That'd be 8. That'd be 8. Yeah, sure. I mean, like, it genuinely doesn't matter. And they get to put in another counter on something, right? So sure. Here you go. Yep. We just had too much. We had too much. Alright, we're going to keep. This feels like... Ooh. Yeah, against red-black. I was hoping we didn't see that. Trying to fight uphill here. So I feel like that's where we're going to be at. Yep. I mean, still doable. Just going to be rough. Are we just playing against Reanimator shenanigans? Bah. Okay. It is what it is, though. Yep. That's all. I guess they're just going to reanimate their dude next turn. Alright, we got to hope to find a removal spell. Nope, they didn't have it there. Unfortunately, they did have a cut down. Not a surprise. Alright, did we get it? We did not get it. That's unfortunate. Alright. Those aren't going to help either. But I guess we got to get that to see if maybe we can get through enough damage that they can't block. There's an Atsushi. So don't even want Atsushi to die, because that's bad. Because then they get treasure. But they probably can just have, like, Cruelty of Gix here, too, and that's just as good. Wait. They could have attacked us for 7 there, right? I mean, this isn't helping us at all. Needed a bigger creature there. Was the goal. And even with another fight rigging, we can only get up to 6 next turn. If you got the Reanimator spell, you got me, opponent. If you don't, I guess we're still playing Magic. Nope, they're drawing for it. Another Bank Buster, sure. Drawing again. I mean, if they don't find it here in the next couple of turns, this is going to be pretty surprising. Okay, we take 4. That's fine. We can take that exchange. Okay, so we did find a Go for the Throat. That matters. So now we have the question of, do we play Nissa to just kill a thing? I mean, the problem is if we do that, we can't Go for the Throat anything. If we fight rigging, though, we can't do anything either. I think we still Nissa here, though. We go to 4, we'll gain 5, go to 9. They could kill a thing and then just kill us. I don't know. I feel like we're kind of up against it anyway. I'm willing to risk it. There's a point where you just kind of say, throw caution to the wind. Let's see if we can get there, you know? And if for some reason they aren't able to get Atraxa next turn, we might still be okay. Even if they do, I mean, if they use a big chunk of their mana, we can at least kill Atraxa, get through with the big Flesh Gorger, get 2 things off of a fight rigging. So, like, we still have a little bit of a plan we can put together here. Alright, Nissa's dead. That's fine. Wasn't part of our real plan here. Oh no, they're not even going to... I mean, I guess they could double attack, kill Nissa here. How bad do they want her dead? I mean, you got to send at least Atsushi into her, right? Okay, they are going to kill her. Cool. Fortunately, Nissa wasn't part of our plans. So that all works out okay. Then the other fight rigging, we will get, I guess, another Flesh Gorger. And we'll put counters. Play that one. Attack. Opponent's at 5. We're at 16. And now they can't target these to kill them, or they die, because they're 7 power. There's an Atraxa. They're playing it straight up. We can kill an Atraxa before they have a chance to do anything else here. We're at 16, so, I mean, they can crew Bank Busters. We don't really care. Yeah, that's fine. We're not blocking anyway here. So we should be good to go now. They won't have more than 2 blockers, because those decks don't play anything for 1 or 2, I don't think. That gets everything 3 or less. These are 7, so yeah, we're good. Whew. Managed to survive the Atraxa deck with them having multiple early removal spells. That was big. Yeah, we're gonna let you do what you want to do, opponent. We're gonna put 1 here. We're gonna put 1 here. Play a 3rd one. Attack. We were gonna finish this at over 30 life. Yeah, they both have menace. I don't think the opponent was aware of that. Yep, that's it. Whew, alright. That one was tough. Okay, so this is the deck we ran with today. and I'm not sure how much I would change. Like, Yargle and Motani are kind of neat, but they're also kind of one of the weaker cards in the deck, as it turns out. So I'm not really sure where that puts us. I almost feel like I'd rather have an extra Vorinclex. Like, one Yargle and Motani is kind of cute. Don't get me wrong, it's a neat card. But I think we'd be better off with Vorinclex and maybe something else in that spot. Or even if we just said, you know, what if we just cut the two of those, play an extra Vorinclex, and we just go to 60 cards, I think is actually viable. But what we ran with was 4 Go for the Throat, 4 Armor Scrap Gorger, 4 Loam Speaker, 4 Shakedown Heavy, 4 Fight Rigging, 3 Gwenna, 4 Archfiend of the Dross, 1 Vorinclex, 2 Yargle, 4 Flesh Gorger, 3 Nissa, 3 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, Beseiju, 5 Forest, 4 each of Deathcap Glade, Line of War Waste, Zeotor's Proving Ground, and 2 Mishra's Factory. Or 2 Mishra's Foundry, sorry. But what I think we're going to do, like I said, is I think we're going to cut the 2 Yargles, and we're going to play 1 Vorinclex, and that's going to bring this down to 60 cards, and that's probably what the final version is going to look like that's available for download. So yeah, this is one of those decks that I think is very powerful, but at times can be fragile too. Like, if you're running into a lot of counter heavy decks, you're going to have to play very carefully to get the most out of all your cards. I would even say if you're worried about something like some type of Azorius control or whatever, because those are going to be problematic at times, you could end up playing the new card that lets you, when a creature deals damage, you can return a creature from your graveyard to play. I'll try to remember to put it on screen here if I remember the name in editing. But like, that could be a useful card here if you want to play 1 or 2 of those. I think there's some value there. Plus, getting to put a +1/+1 counter on something else could be useful. So something like that give you a little bit of viability. Or you could just straight up play some discard spells. Or, I don't know, if you're worried about those decks, playing Liliana just to make them discard every turn is actually viable too. But outside of those, I mean, you can hold up against some of the red decks. You can hold up against green decks because you're beating them size for size. And you can also come over the top with those Archfiends. So this deck is actually surprisingly fun and didn't need a ton of new cards to function. So if you had this from last season, you're only adding in a few cards to make it worthwhile. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Elder Gargaroth. Mostly because this card's just awesome. 5 mana, 6/6, you get 3 reasonable abilities. When it attacks, you get to do, like, it just, this card's good. There's nothing else to say about it. And this card did get some love in Standard. I'm not gonna say it got, like, forgotten, but it wasn't the super impactful thing you'd think it would be for its size and its cost and those abilities. But the card still goes for like $18 or $20 in most places. So this is one that you may have tossed aside because you're not playing it in much of anything anymore. And truthfully, this is still an all-star for a commander, as it turns out. It still carries a pretty good value. So there's something you may not have known. And if you enjoyed decks like today with cool piles of creatures, check out this other deck we played that had Thalia and the Gitrog monster. You might actually really dig it. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.